Morning, my friends. Morning, lovely person. How are you today? I just woke up with some thoughts, and I just thought, can you be aware of your thoughts even while you're thinking? And you definitely can be. Can you be aware of speaking even while you are speaking? Can you feel the presence, the background stillness, the awareness, even while you are listening? So right now, in your direct experience now, in the content of this moment, you can hear me speak and you can see me. But also, can you feel the presence, the awareness that's aware of this happening? So there's the content of this moment, and then there's that which is aware of any of the content of this moment. So can you be aware now? Can I be aware that the stuff that we see this, but can we be aware of the one awareness that is seeing? So, also, slow movement. Can we be aware of, again, see, the presence, the awareness has always been here all of your life. It's always here in this moment. It's always been in every one of your experiences. This background stillness, the presence, the peace that passeth all understanding, has always been here and always will be here in all of your experiences. And this is why people meditate, to get to this feeling of I am. Just still, pure, unconditioned awareness itself, which is not the content of this moment, but which is the big watching, observing awareness of this moment. Content of this moment is content. You are the aware of the content. You are not the content. So that also means you're not your emotions. You're aware of your emotions. You're the awareness aware. You're not your thoughts. You're not your movement. You're not your body moving. You are not the apple tree. You are aware of the apple tree. You are not anything you are aware of. What's it mean to not be your thoughts or your body? Most people think you're not your thoughts or your body. Just means you don't have to take, just like you're not the apple tree, or you're not the bush. You don't take the bush or the apple tree too seriously in life. You don't get all attached to it. But often people do get attached to their thoughts and ideas and concepts. They get attached to their body. They take it very, very, very seriously, and their well-being and happiness depends on it. All these fantastic spiritual teachers like Ramana Maharshi, Eckhart Tolle, Osho, Adyashanti, and there's lots of them throughout the ages, Jesus, Buddha. They're all trying to remind us about this, about who we are, self-realization, nice big fancy word, enlightenment. It's so we know who we are from our direct experience, not from a belief, which is a thought, not becoming attached to a thought, which often religion is about. You become a believer, and often they become fanatics, and they have this egoic sense of we're right and you're wrong, but they don't have any direct experience of who you are. And that's where the mystics come in. In all religions, there's always been branches of the main religion, which religions mostly got to do with power and control, ego, fighting. But the mystics, like Sufism in Islam, there's been Christianity mystics. I think St. John of the Cross was one of those mystics, again pointing to that which we are for our own direct experience. So Really, it's about becoming present again in this moment and feeling this direct, for our own direct experience. The silence, the stillness, the peace, the unconditioned simplicity where there's no problems or drama or conflict of who we are. The simple background, the awareness behind or beneath that. Behind or beneath anything that's happening in this moment, or anything that we see or experience or feel or sense in this moment, behind it all, underneath it all, there's always this stillness that's magically and wonderfully somehow always been there. But somehow, like a fish in water, somehow we haven't really noticed it. So here come along Eckhart Tolle and loads of other teachers to try and remind us, how could we possibly be missing this? It's pretty funny that we do miss it though. And the reason why we do miss this feeling experience for ourselves, where we feel it for ourselves, oh, nice bird, is simply because of excessive thinking, excessive stream of thought. Our conditioning, our beliefs, ideas, concepts, judging, comparing, analysing, thinking about the future, remembering the past, reliving the event like a movie in our head about the past, doing the same about the future, imagining a whole lot of events in the future. So all of this thought obscures this background still presence that we are, which is always there. It's just, even if we're not noticing it, it's always there. So now the question is, the pivotal question is, can you feel it for yourself now? Are you aware that you can see this stuff? What is aware? Who are you? Who am I? And a question that can help you along this path, just to become a bit more present and centered in the moment, is, where am I, or where is my body now? Because becoming centered in the moment is where your body is pretty much. Because unless you're astral traveling, which is leaving your body consciously even when you're awake, or if you're leaving your body when you're dreaming, lucid dreaming or whatever, nearly everybody, nearly always, they are essentially where their body is, right here, right now. So even when you die, you hear of people leaving their body, and they look at their body on the ground, dying or dead, or sometimes they might go back into their body again, so to speak, and then they decide to live. They live on and stay in the body for a little while longer. Just the body made out of the same atoms and material as stars and bricks and other people, and made out of trees, carbon, molecules. We're all made of just stuff, and that's on the level of chemistry, I think. But on the metaphysical level beneath, when you just keep minimizing and magnifying deeper into all of the atoms and molecules, it's just energy and vibration and wavelengths of energy. So yeah, where am I? Where is my body? And then you become centered in the moment, and the only reason why you might not be present in the moment is because you're thinking about some other place. So your body's here, but your mind is elsewhere. It's in the past or the future. So another great question or mantra is, what thoughts are going through my head at this moment? Again, what thoughts are going through my head at this moment? You are not your thoughts, and just like often people are having thoughts happening to them, it's involuntary thoughts, usually useless and repetitive, and often bringing emotional suffering. Become aware of the link between your thoughts and emotions. See how your thoughts make you feel, and see how your feeling emotionally encourages you to think. So if you're thinking, let's say, angry or lonely thoughts, you end up going to feel angry or emotionally lonely. But also see, if you happen to feel angry or lonely too, that'll stimulate and encourage more angry or emotional thoughts and images and imagining and stuff. So you got to become present in the moment, because these thoughts are existing with the past and the future. Where am I? Where's my body? Where am I now? You look around the place. You use your senses to get back into the moment. You use your senses. Remember that. Your senses, one thing at a time. That's what Zen is. This is the mystic branch of Buddhism, Zen. It's the direct experience for yourself. One master of Zen, so to speak, a master. None of us are better or than another person. One master said the Zen is doing one thing at a time, and that's essentially being present. He means where you give your care and attention to any one thing at a time, even if it seems unimportant, like walking across the room to get a cup of water, or walking to the door to open the door, or to leave the door and go to another room. While speaking, you have your care and attention on each second or two, each word or two. You're not rushing to get to the future, the end of the sentence. One thing you're going to have to do in life, if you want to become more centered and feel this experience for yourself, is to understand one of the biggest blocks, and that is rushing. So slow down a lot. Use slow body movements when you're at home and when you're not really busy and doing important things, so to speak. Which, like, if you're a mechanic or if you're at work, and actually even then it's actually a brilliant time to put your care and attention to everything, because that's building beautiful, strong, powerful moments of now. When you put your care and attention into this moment and the next moment and this moment, then eventually when the future arrives as this moment, you'll have manifested a really good future, because you've built like foundational blocks with care and attention, which are strong rather than clumsy and brittle. So if you want to like manifest a good business or a partner or whatever else, or whatever, put your care and attention into this moment and this moment and this moment, and then you will attract and manifest something very of a good quality. So to slow down a little bit. So for example, if you're speaking, you can slow down speaking a little bit and see if you can feel the presence behind the thoughts or behind the words, aware that you're speaking, aware that you're listening. Now if you're walking, you can walk a little bit slower. And just become aware of your movements. And this is meditation. This is practical, ongoing meditation. And you can also, so it's about incorporating your meditation into your life, integrating it. It's not just about meditating once or twice a day in a room, which is good, but it's also about, you can do that too, it's about holding the presence in your life. You start off small in the quiet moments of your life, but then you integrate it and keep integrating it more and more, and the more you practice, the better you get. Even the spiritual teachings is like practice makes perfect. So just like learning a bike is practice makes perfect, so too is learning non-resistance and acceptance and non-judgment, becoming aware of your own conditioning and your own attachments and your own pressurizing or demanding. You just slowly, little by little, put attention on it, and you get to learn and grow and understand more with the presence, which isn't about thought or concepts. It's not about the content of this moment. It's about that which is beyond or beneath or behind the content of this moment. It's awareness itself, simple in its nature, simplicity, just awareness, no judgment, no thoughts. So too will this awareness grow and develop and expand, and you'll like it. So become aware of your thoughts, and the most important thoughts probably to become aware of are the ones which are causing you, which are controlling your life, such as your fears and your emotional demands, your pressure, i.e. also called your attachments, basically. Your emotional neediness, trying to control others. You want to get something and you need it, and it's like a bit of like a child who wants something, you need it, and you get all annoyed and upset and frustrated if you're not going to get it. So, and your fear is fear of losing stuff. So your desire of getting stuff and fear of loss and losing stuff, becoming small or losing opinion, or your desire to make an impression and to get bigger, make an impression. So just become aware of these. Become aware of any reason why you're doing or not doing anything in life, or saying or not saying anything in life. Get to know and understand yourself and your thoughts and conditioning and programming. And little by little, enjoy the journey. Number one thing for me, I often say in spirituality, is don't try too hard in any of this. That defeats the purpose. So don't be getting stressed about monitoring your thoughts or trying to become present. Just relax a bit, let loose, like you can relax. You don't have to do this all the time. And just enjoy life, smile, jump up and down. Woohoo! Enjoy life. Be silly, be lighthearted if you want. Don't have to. Do what you want. So so there's something else I wanted to say there though. Thanks for this lovely plant for joining me. I like you, I love you. Beautiful! And the lovely plantain. I like these individual life forms in their own right. I like them. I won't even call them a name. Another thing to become present is to practice observing without labeling. Evaluating without... observing without evaluating. As Krishnamurti says, is the most powerful thing you can do. Observing without evaluating. And that's basically, he's just pointing to the presence, the stillness. No thoughts. You look at a tree and you don't say, oh, an apple tree. Just try and look at it. Remember what I said? Use your senses. Attention, your care and attention and your senses. So you observe, look, feel, shapes, colours. And while you're just having your attention on shapes and colours, you won't be thinking. So that's just the practice. Cool, eh? I might take this for my breakfast. Alright, well thanks for joining me. Thank you. Apple tree, I love you. You're so beautiful. You're such a nice thing. And you are precious and important and beautiful too. And know that. Think it. Practice it if you want. If you feel you can't love yourself, which is just a thought. It's not you not loving yourself. It's not the awareness not loving itself. It's just a thought. I don't love myself. I don't love myself. I don't love myself. So become present and become aware of that thought and see how it feels emotionally. See how all it does is strengthen the ego of who you think you are. I am a victim. I am an unimportant person. I am this unlovable person who, etc. This female or male. So just the idea of who you are. Just become present. It's just a thought. No big deal. Like a cloud in the sky. No big deal. You see the cloud and it passes, and that's like a thought. You don't have to follow or think about the cloud all day long. So there we go. I hope you enjoy life and have a nice day, my friends. And thanks a lot for joining me all this time. Lots of love to you. You're a great friend. Thanks for all of your lovely comments and your kind friendliness to me on Facebook and on YouTube. Hope this video helped. I wrote in my bag yesterday, at the back of my bag, make everyone feel like they are important, precious and beautiful. So that's a nice thing to do, and that also implies a bit of inner work and changing our thoughts and attitude, expanding our boundaries of comfort to express these things to make someone feel this way. So that's very beautiful and powerful. So I invite you to do that with me. And have a lovely day, my beautiful people, lovely friends and fellow human beings of this earth, fellow souls here. So I'll catch you again soon, and thanks a lot for joining me again. Have a nice day. Bye. Such a nice day. I'm gonna have a nice day. You have a nice day too, okay? Do your best. Bye.